Bar for Bar EP reviews. Kevin Allen, Heroes Eventually Die. Heroes Eventually Die is the latest EP from Bay Area rapper and founder of the collective Grand Nationxl, Kevin Allen. Given his performance on the Grand Nationxl album Twice on Sunday, I was definitely excited to hear what this EP had in store for us. And it most definitely exceeded my expectations. A good portion of this album was produced by DJ Basta and was previously released as Seed 5 from the Roots and Branches record box, so some of you guys may have heard bits of this already. This EP comes in at a total runtime of 17 minutes with 8 tracks, so it is a very quick listen as well. The first track on this project is Auntie Anita, which I can only assume is named after Anita Baker because he starts off the track with "Up early in the morning, playing Body and Soul, Auntie Anita in the whip, get into it, let nobody take you out of your zone." Then later on in the track he goes into keeping up a facade like the Truman Show for yourself. This to me is seen in two ways. The first is basically, fake it till you make it. By doing this, you're not allowing anyone to really talk down on you or see through you because you basically have a barrier in front of you. It could also just be seen as there's a lot of things in general that are all smoke and mirrors. So you have to work to see through it to find the truth. There's really a lot that he says here in just 1 minute, so you should most definitely listen to it for yourself to find out what you pick up on. There's a lot of one-off lines that are just fun. The second track is titled Jesus Sandals, to which Kevin wastes no time referencing Jesus walking on water. He doesn't stop the Jesus references there though. He also talks about putting things together without the manual, which is just something that someone who knows their way around building things would know how to do. But that too is a reference to Jesus the Carpenter. This track follows up on the seeing through the smoke idea from Auntie Anita. Kevin's seen a lot of things in his career and is focusing in on what he wants to do. I also just like the last line where he says, "They just put 2 on 10, but no love for 12 though." It's funny, actually, right before recording this, was in the car with my sister and she heard that line and she's like, "I mean, I like other numbers too though." She is younger, so she doesn't get that reference. All right. With Free Diamonds, Kevin talks a little bit about his path by asking the listener questions. You ever been so close you could taste it? So broke you about to start selling dope? You about to start telling folks you got the bricks for high? You about to flip these pies? Then everything clicked just in the nick of time. This is a great way of letting listeners know about you without just straight up telling them exactly what happened. This allows for a bit of mystery because the listener still doesn't know what exactly happened. So it makes them want to listen to you more to see what else they can learn. I also just really enjoyed this line referencing the title of the track. "I need some quiet and peace. The fuckery comes in abundance. Get as high as you please. Might take some time, but if you mind it, then the diamonds are free." I took this as once you look through it all and sort out the good from the bullshit, you'll find what you've been looking for. Last Year and the Year After is an interesting track because it's a pretty braggadocious track that kind of dismisses people's popularity just because of their industry connections. The Bay Area has always been one of the biggest independent markets, so comparing any independent Bay Area artist to someone with a record deal or connections is kind of a moot point. I really enjoy this track though, but that's probably just because I'm a sucker for when the beat cuts and the rapper just raps a cappella. MJ Rookie Card, or Michael Jordan Rookie Card, is one of the first tracks with a feature on it, and it features D. Bledsoe. The title of this song is used to kind of create an image of rarity, like a Michael Jordan Rookie Card. Kevin uses that while describing a woman who looks great without any makeup, as well as just some of the other things that she does that could be seen as rare. This track also touches on some of the figures that people look up to that aren't necessarily who they seem to be and are in actuality kind of fake. Finding people that are true to themselves is rare, like a Michael Jordan Rookie Card. Higher features both Maddie Draper and Jane Hancock. Jane Hancock, who provides a great hook, by the way. The first verse is from Kevin, in which he talks about how home is where the heart is, but he lost his house key. Sometimes it can be tricky to allow yourself to be comfortable with the different parts of yourself, and thus making it hard for you to open up your heart and be truthful with yourself. Kevin's gone through this, and he mentions that he sees himself as both the hero and the villain when he looks into the mirror. And because he's been true to himself, he's able to see that more clearly, really. The Seed is another track that some may have heard before because it was on the Grand Nationxl album combined with Cousin Faith. It's still a really solid track though, which touches on things ranging from killings within gangs and police violence to being able to provide for yourself and your family. The final track on this EP is a bonus track titled CP Time. This song plays on the thought that black people are late to things or run on their own time. Kevin takes pride in this though by saying that he's on time even when he's late. But that's just kind of the surface, I'd say. I think what he's really getting at here is that through life you have to do things on your own time, especially if it's regarding a major decision. One of those mentioned is having to close doors to close deals. This could be closing yourself off to certain people or deals to get a deal that is right for you. It could also just be talking in general about how black people, as well as other people of color, have to work much harder than their white counterparts to get further in life. Oftentimes, the stereotypes and prejudices that are already in place really do cause a lot of harm, which he mentions when saying, "Flashing lights got me looking like a dope deal." This is just one of those songs that touches on some of the societal issues without really beating you over the head with it. And, it just provides a good message without sounding preachy. Overall, this EP was a great listen. There's so much consistency throughout the project in terms of beat selection and Kevin's raps. There's really no excuse to not listen to this project, especially considering it's only 17 minutes long. I'm sure that most listeners will find something that they enjoy out of it, whether it be the beats, the messages on each song, or the subtle rhymes that just kind of fly under the radar throughout the project. Now, this is a section where I normally list off my favorite tracks, but I would just end up listening to the whole thing, so I like the whole album, or EP. This is a great reintroduction to Kevin Allen's music for those who need it. But it's also just a great EP in general. Grand Nationxl has a lot of talent in their camp, and I really look forward to what they've got cooking up next. Anyways, let me know in the comments below what you thought of this album if you have listened to it. If you haven't listened to it, it's 17 minutes long. It's totally worth your time. Also, like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thank you for watching, and please stay safe out there.